Seven people, including two police officers, were injured during a series of boy racer meets near Levin and Palmerston North at the kickoff to the long weekend. Friday night, officers faced physical attacks with a crowd, they say, of about 1,000. Some people had knives, machetes, cars were rammed. 5 bystanders were hit by cars, with one young woman suffering serious leg injuries. Antisocial road users started in Levin, then travelled to rural roads and Palmerston North. Those who took part in the illegal activity ranged in age, we're told, from teens to adults in their 50s. Should know better. Friday night was also the anniversary, I believe, of the illegal gathering that turned violent a year ago. There were rumours that the crowd would return. Horowhenua Mayor is Bernie Wanden, and he joins me now. Bernie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Leah.
Well, it must be a feeling of deja vu for you, my friend, a year on from the last violent illegal boy race and meet in Levin, and the idiots were back on Friday.
Yeah, very sad to see it again. Look, I don't know why they think that Levin's the centre of the universe when it comes to these sorts of behaviours, but yeah, look, it wasn't great, and really sad reflection on what this country is about at the moment, to be honest.
Did you get out and about, Bernie, with police, or where were you when you heard about it? What was your story on the night?
So, look, I was made aware by police a couple of weeks ago that they thought that something was going to happen. They weren't 100% sure when, and on Friday night, I had deliberately stayed at home, to be honest, but I live on the outskirts of the town. I could hear the helicopter, I could see the drones, I could hear the burnouts going on, and I could hear the sirens. So, yeah, look, I completely got it that there was going to be some real mayhem being displayed at that time. I did think that things had actually dispersed quite well, because I did see a convoy going past my house about 11 o'clock and heading towards State I-57, but unfortunately it was just the beginning of some more.
And did the police contact you that night, Bernie? You were at home. Did you, as soon as you heard what was going on?
Not on Saturday night, but they were in contact with me early Saturday morning. Sorry, not on Friday night, but early Saturday morning. Yes, they did contact me and gave me an update on the whole night. Look, there's not much I could do on the night itself, but it was good to be able to get that feedback from police and the update in terms of, what had occurred and, the number of arrests and things like that. Was nice to know that our community, they thought, was, safe after the efforts on Friday, Friday night.
And what did you make of the police handling the situation, Bernie? You think they were onto it a bit more than last time? I know the Eagle helicopter was sent down there, which I don't think it was there the first time.
Well, probably is the first time we've ever seen the Eagle helicopter here. Look, I think police did a pretty fantastic job, to be honest. They learned some valuable lessons from the event last year. They were much more prepared. They had a lot more resource available, and I think their tactics in terms of making sure that the event didn't get well established. Some people might criticise they left it a bit long and didn't stop it right from the beginning. But, as we know, Levin's, very much a hub. There's a lot of different roads that feed into that State Highway 1 intersection. So, the fact that they when they decided to move, they moved with efficiency and very effectively were able to disperse the crowd.
Bernie, a couple of things there. Do you think the police didn't stop it right at the very beginning? Were they there when it was kind of starting and nothing happened?
Look, I was around town about 6:06 on Friday evening, and you could feel the event was brewing. There seemed to be a lot more vehicles around town, driven by young males. So I think there were a lot of them already within the area for some hours before the event actually kicked off. They do seem to be incredibly well coordinated, and quite orchestrated in terms of their planning. Seems to be quite well done.
All right. And why do you think you are the hub, Bernie? I'm not being disrespectful, but what's Levin got? What's happening there? Great roads.
I think, great roads, but we're also on State Highway 1, obviously. So, the attention they can receive from being in a high-profile part of the highway network like that, is probably quite attractive. And as we know, these people come from all parts of the lower North Island. So, we're a nice little hub for them to be able to meet like that. There's a few factors I think that entice them our way.
And Bernie, what about the community this time round? You've had a couple of days to no doubt have a chat to people, business owners or just, your people in the streets. What's the feedback? What are you getting?